Yo, Zaga. Now the Premier League season is over. I'm not telling you all that, boy. You know, obviously, I'm missing it still, to be fair. And it's just a reflection of my team and some of the haters, you heard me? Now, this season has been a fairly successful season. We've been consistently competing, never did cross the line. Finally, we managed to cross the line after 22 years. I hear a lot of people saying that we haven't won it in 22 years, blah, blah, way. But these guys don't understand. Liverpool never won the Premier League after what, almost 30 years, I think it was. Some team never won it ever. Now, we're going to have to look and see when was the last time Chelsea won it, and see when will be the next time they win it. Likewise, Manchester United and Manchester City. Now, for every turn of the season, it comes a new era. A lot of clubs are under new management, and we wait and see if the foundation is as strong as they like to brag about still, because a lot of these so-called analysts are chatting shit without foundation, to be fair, because they see today. I promise you all don't see tomorrow. The great man tried to teach us and tried to show us certain facts about reality. Most of the time it goes ignored. Now, since that great man took over at Arsenal, the great Arsene Wenger, to me personally, he is one of the greatest manager, if not the greatest manager, to manage in the Premier League. And I know that you will point to certain guys, and you have to realize, I didn't say most successful in terms of trophy, because you all reckon that greatness is about success in terms of trophy. And that's why I do realize that a lot of you all are leading the younger generation astray. Winning is important, but building a solid foundation to build on, it's like building a high-rising building. If the foundation is not strong enough, the building will look beautiful, but at the same time, a strong wind come and it will blow it over. Now, Arsene Wenger has built, for a manager, as a manager, he has built a solid foundation at the Emirates, at Arsenal. A foundation that will last through generation after generation. The rest of you are so-called club, so-called big club and successful club. Your foundation is going to base up on the bloody owner who is going to own your club next. You understand? So basically what you are do, build on your foundation and sand. And as the wave comes along, you just wash it away to an extent. You heard me? Now, in terms of popularity and rise to world dominance, if we can continue to succeed the way we have been succeeding lately, I mean, look at it realistically. Finishing second in the Premier League, or is it 3 consecutive season? That's an achievement in itself. Arsene Wenger used to told us that basically finishing in the top 4 in itself should be rewarded with a trophy, because that's an achievement in itself. And a lot of people start to realizing that still, because at the end of the day, all of these clubs, big clubs, so-called big clubs, and even the small one these days, want to finish in the Champions League position, and at least in a European position. You know what I mean? Because with that comes profitability, sustainability, and help to maintain it going. You understand? So all in all, I would say it was a successful season to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, very very much disappointed that we didn't win the Champion Leagues. I thought it was our time meant to be, and as it happened, again, I don't want to use excuses, but it's there for everyone to see. We were partially robbed, to be fair. Referee gave a penalty, which was indeed a penalty to PSG, and in my opinion, denied us a penalty that should have been a penalty. In my humble opinion, the haters will have other views and other opinion, and they're entitled to their opinions too. But you all need to understand that for the Champion Leagues, Arsenal are still invincible to an extent because we have not lost a game in open play, and that's a fact. Now, when I see all of the celebration going across the world, I repeat that, across the world. Now, I'm not a new sport to Arsenal, and I'm not a chicken in terms of age and all that shit. And I can tell you all here, and I can ask any Man United, Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, you name the top clubs in this country. I've never seen the type of celebration outside of England the way I see people outside of England celebrating Arsenal winning the Premier League. And if that's the case, I'd like man to bring a clipping forward, show proof that basically, as a matter of fact, I've seen recently where they state that Arsenal currently is the biggest club in the world in terms of popularity. You understand? Because I'm not gonna use that word biggest loosely like some of you uneducated or so-called educated fools. You understand? You gotta put shit into context, into bracket, and say what you're saying in that bracket, and come up with your answer in that bracket. You know what I mean? Because there's many ways to be successful. As a real gunner, the journey continue, and the support will forever continue. You heard me? Real gunner for life, and we're saying that. You heard me? And it's because I'm a gunner for life, I ain't never gonna disrespect your wife. Blessed. Like Kangaroo to win. I'm out.